So what's really cool when you're brand new and you're just starting to understand this and you're not in a lot of trades, or if you're trading simulating, you're simulate trading, you can learn so much because your emotions and your attention aren't wrapped up in your trades, right? Because they're simulated. You want to see them win because you're trying to figure out how to trade. But this is the time to learn the market internals and to learn how to read the markets from the inside out. That's what we're doing right now. So this is that first level. That's a 618. This retracement, I think, will be probably pretty easy for Nasdaq, and that all comes down to if people start buying Apple again. If people start buying Apple again, and then, or maybe some people left Apple and now they're going to start putting money into Microsoft. They see Facebook making a move, so they start putting money into Facebook. And then Netflix is way down, so that's a great buying opportunity. So the funds start accumulating a little bit of Netflix. If all that starts to happen, this is going to start going up. It'll break. It'll test that 618. Great. So 618, really tough, right? But if you get above here, this should start to break through here. It'll break through here, and then it'll retest 16,457. I would expect it to retest this level and fail. Pull back somewhere to around 284. 300 to 284 to 300. And if you fall back here, find support, then you can potentially make the next leg higher. If you fail these levels and you break the hourly 50-period moving average, the white one, then it's going lower and it'll flush. And let's try this whole thing all over again. And that's how it works. It's complete technical analysis, and it fits, it matches all the time. Look at this. Previous low, retested the low, made a little bit of a higher low, it retested, started to grind higher, a little bit of a gap up, the shorts got squeezed, up it went, previous high, all-time high, retest that level and failed, and came down and just about found support there, a little bit lower, but pretty close. So the scenario that we're looking for it to do now is the same scenario that it already did. Now do you see it? Does this make sense? That's why I left it over to the left edge. What we're asking for the markets to do if we want it to go long, here's the swing high, here's the swing low, here's your 50, your 618. We want to see it go here, test, pull back, right? Break through the 786, retest this high, pull back, hold, and then break higher, right? If you see that, then you'll see that that's exactly what it did here. And if I go back further, you'll see that it retested this level. It pulled back, and unfortunately for the markets, it did not break higher. When it retested this level, it pulled back. Where did it pull back to? It pulled back to the 786. I guarantee you that this 200-period moving average right here is the 786 of this swing. It held here, just like we're going to ask it to hold here. Everybody following this? We want it to hold here, right? It does this, retest. We want it to hold this level. That's exactly what it did here. It tested, pulled back, and it held. Tried to make it for the third time, and it failed here. Look how it holds that level right there. It tried as best it could, and it could not. It retested, failed, and broke. Found support, higher support. All right, now let's make a run for it. Where does it go? To the previous swing high. This is called a retest. So if you're day trading, folks, just make sure you get out below this level, because you know it's going to retest. take your profits here because you know it's going to retest. Now, it might retest and go higher. Great place to think about taking profits. So now it broke. Start again. So now that we start again, this is all garbage, right? This means nothing to me now. This means everything, right? That's what I have to deal with. 50% retracement, the 618, which just happens to line up with the 200 period moving average. If we can get the gap up in the morning, these moving averages, that would be Monday morning, moving averages will realign. I got to get above the hourly 50, and I most likely am going to hit the 618. It'll either test it, pull back and hold, and then go higher, or it'll just break higher. And if it does, it'll hit this. Test, either hold, pull back to the 618 and go higher, or it just might keep going. If it keeps going, you can guarantee it's going to retest this level again. Look how many times it has. Trust me, that, when I say there's resistance overhead, that's what I'm talking about. Previous highs that failed. There's something here that this is banging its head against that can't break free. Now it did break free here, right? This is the high. It broke all those levels. So now this is the level of retest. 16,457. That's your number on Nasdaq, is 457. So all this nonsense doesn't mean shit until you test that. I imagine it's going to fail and pull back. If it finds support here and stops, stays above the hourly 50, then it can break higher. That is the point in which you want to maybe add to your trades. So think about that for a minute. Let's just say you're in a couple of trades. You know, things start to move higher, whatever. Markets look healthy, so you put on a couple of longs, right? Then you get to here, fail, pull back. It holds. Not only does it hold this level, you hold the hourly 50, the one I've been talking about, you know, week after week. You hold this hourly 50, which is going to be higher, and starts to bounce. And now it's going to break through this, right? If it holds the hourly and it's going to break through here, that's when you can add the trades, because now you know it's going to go to the next level to test. When it hits a level of resistance, that's when you can take off, you know, that's when you can start, you know, doing this. That's called feed the pigeons. And there, see how fat they are? That's when you can do that. Feed some of them. If it's going to hit that level up here, why wouldn't you? Right?